Hello there. My name is Fallon Watley, or Dr. F99, and welcome to another Super Mario Maker 2 course commentary. This is a course commentary on the sword and the tower. Now, this course commentary is going to be a bit different because right now I'm not actually playing Super Mario Maker 2. This is all pre-recorded footage that you're watching right now. This is like all pre-recorded footage because the, let's be honest, there was no way I was gonna record myself beating the sword in the tower in one attempt. Like let's be honest here. Anyway, so right now I'm here. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a different type of course commentary. Because right now I'm gonna be explaining to you how the sword in the tower came to be, as well as actually show you the entire map, like the map in its entirety, as well as all the details I added in the sword in the tower, and like explain the story a bit more. I mean, if you want to know the full story of the Sword in the Tower, like the actual story, you could just watch the trailer. Like, which by the way, I think the Sword in the Tower trailer is one of my favorites because it feels like an actual trailer, which is pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure like the first minute of the Sword in the Tower trailer gives out the full story. Anyway, so how Sword in the Tower came to be. So back when I was a little kid, I used to own a Nintendo DS, and literally the only two games I played was and I had a bunch of other DS games, but I never played them. But the only two DS games I played was SpongeBob the Yellow Avenger, and most importantly, New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS, which I think is the best New Super Mario Bros. Game, because it's the only one where it actually feels new and not bland. It was actually exciting. Anyway, so, I believe in World 8, World 8-6, yeah, there was a specific level. I specifically remembered a level that I played on that game that really intrigued me. Like, I thought was a really cool level, and yeah, that level was World 8-6, and in that level, you are inside of a volcano, and the whole level, the lava is rising, and you have to climb your way up to sorry, and the whole time you have to climb your way up to the top of the volcano in order to escape the lava that's rising. And this level actually, like, I thought it was a really cool idea. Like, I love levels where you have to climb, like where you just have to like climb and make your way to the top, especially ones where there's something below you that's rising up and you have to escape from. Um, uh, one another idea that's kind of the same thing, but like kind of the opposite, was in Super Mario 3D World. Like that one part. I can't remember which level it was or which world it was, but it was the part where you go into this giant structure, and when you make it to the very top, this like purple mist starts to lower down. You have to escape out the bottom. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So originally, when I got Super Mario Maker 2, I really wanted to make a level like this level that you're seeing on screen. Um, but like, and originally I was gonna make a level that took place, not in a volcano, but in like in the forest, and in like a geyser. I don't know, in like a big pit. It was gonna take place in a big pit, and it was gonna be the nighttime theme, the nighttime forest theme, and originally, uh, I think you were supposed to go all the way down, like when you enter the pit. It was gonna be like a mountain, I think. It was gonna the level would take place in a mountain. Yeah, it was a mountain. I remember. And you would you would go into a pipe, which took you all the way to the bottom, and the whole level was just you making your way past obstacles and like solving puzzles, which allowed you to progress. But you had to do it quickly, or otherwise the purple. What is that purple water in the nighttime forest theme? Is it like, yeah? What is it like? Toxic purple goo? Like what is that? Has that ever? I don't know. However, I never really got around to making that level. Like, well, I tried to make that level, but like, I don't know. I just didn't like really have any ideas for it. So I abandoned that project. And then after that, I was kind of stumped. I was kind of stumped because like I really wanted to make a level where you climb up. And then I had the idea for the sword and the tower. So yeah, this is the entire map. So basically, what I did is I looked up level viewer on Google, and then I spliced together the main world and then the subworld. I spliced them both together, and it looks so freaking cool. I love it. So yeah, this is the entire map, and yeah, I had this idea, and I wanted now, and then I wanted to make a Link level, and I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, this is a cool idea. So yeah, that's how the Sword in the Tower came to be. I made this. So yeah, all right, time to explain all the details about Sword in the Tower before we move on to the actual gameplay of it. So we start off here, and you'll probably notice at the beginning of the video that both this area and one of the startup screens look identical to each other, where Mario runs, he hops on the spike and hops over the pokey, and he finds the sword. So yeah, that was intentional. That I wanted to recreate one of the startup screens, and so yeah, I did this. So, however, I ran into a problem. Like, wait, but like story wise, it's just like, oh wait, but why is there just a random pokey, just like in the level? So I decided to add two more pokies, but smaller ones. So it'd be like, oh, these are just like random forces of nature, I guess. Yeah, like these pokies are, and in the trailer I described them as wild cacti. So they're in the world of the Sword in the Tower. These are just like, they're like regular occurrences. These are just like wild cacti that just roam around, and they just like poke you if they see you, right? So yeah, I wanted to recreate this, and then I called so in the world, this guy is, I call him a turtle scavenger, I think. Yeah, yeah. The spikes are turtle scavengers. So they're basically, again, if you've seen the trailer, you know what the story is. But yeah, they do work for the turtle army, but they're also like not but these guys are not loyal to the turtle army. These guys are just like they can go rogue, not rogue, but like they could be on their own. They're not really they'll help out. I mean they're turtles too, but like they're not really that loyal. But yeah, this is where the sword is, which of course, like once you pick up, you turn from just a regular man or a regular toad into a, a magical warrior or a brave, stunning warrior. Um, so this is kind of like Sword in the Stone in a way, but not really. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, moving on. We have these like little structures, these Hammer Brothers here, and the Lakitu. These are the flying turtles, and these are the turtle soldiers. Now, the reason why, there's actually two reasons why I didn't use Koopa Troopas for this level is because one, like having a Koopa Troopa in this level would just immediately break the level because you just stomp on one, just boop, 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 dead, 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 and then oh look, bricks, all gone. And reason number two is that in the story, in the world of the Sword in the Tower, I like to imagine that the Koopa Troopas are just less evolved versions of the Hammer Brothers, and as the years went on, the Koopa Troopas turned into Hammer Brothers. Anyway, so yeah, there's this structure here. I think this is supposed to be like a checkpoint. Um, not a checkpoint like checkpoint flag. This is like an area checkpoint where like you walk up to it and these guys are like halt, you can't go any further. Like a checkpoint structure in a way, and you'll notice that these doors don't lead anywhere. They don't lead anywhere. Like this door just leads there, and this door leads over here. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a checkpoint thing. And after you cross the checkpoint, then you have this structure here, which is connected to the tower. And and I will say the Citadel from Half-Life 2, it's like kind of inspired um the tower. What the frick is this? What's this blue thing here? I never noticed what that. What is this? Okay. Oh, that's wings. Okay, that they're flying. Right. Duh. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, you come over here, and you can like easily take care of all these guys. You just gotta avoid the hammers. Now, what a lot of streamers that I've watched don't pick up on is that there's actually two entrances to the tower. There's the bottom entrance and the top entrance. The bottom entrance you can get through, and in the trailer shows this. The bottom entrance you can get through with bombs, which takes you to this floor. This is the main hub, and and you need to get through this door. However, if you hit like this or this on-off switch, then this area would be blocked. But this on-off switch is blocked by P, which you need to get, which we'll get to later. And then there's also the top entrance, which every streamer has used since it's the quicker and easier. I mean, even I don't use the bottom entrance because it's like this is the quicker option, and you can easily shoot your arrow. And I try to another. So one reason why I specifically did this was to teach the player how to use Link, and like this is supposed to be a tutorial on how to use the bombs, and this is supposed to be a tutorial on how to use the arrows. So I did that, like for first time Link players. I did that. I specifically designed this entrance to tutorialize using Link. And yeah, you got some turtle scavenger. Again, they're just like in here. They're not really doing much. They're just inside. Second floor. And then you go through this pipe, which takes you to the subworld. And then you have this room with this prominent structure with a bunch of turtle scavengers. And now this area here and this area here, there's like literally nothing important about these areas. These are just, oh Jesus, my headphones turned off. Um, these are just decoration. Now the reason why I didn't put this tall structure down here is I wanted for it to look different, like I did for up here. Um, there's a bit of space here. And then you go up here, and then you see a bunch of coins. I wanted the turtle army to be like, I mean, these are the turtle scavengers doing like stealing coins from people. You can collect all these coins if you want, but I don't because it's kind of a waste of time. And then you get up here, which is the first boss. I haven't thought of a name for these guys yet, but I have thought of the story for this guy. The story is that this guy's brother died during the Mushroom and Turtle War that took place many years. Was it years? I don't remember. I think like many years before the story in the tower. Like this guy, and it was a big guy, but he flew and he died. And then you have a bunch of. Oh yeah, right. I forgot to mention these Lakitus don't drop Spinies. They specifically drop Mecha Koopas because like Spinies would just be out of place in this level. And these guys are technically turtles, I guess. They are Koopas. But yeah, there's a reason why that there's Mecha Koopas here, and these ones are specifically parachuting down, which we'll get to later. And then after you beat the boxing turtle, yeah, that's a good substitute name. After you beat the big boxing turtle, the twin boxing turtle, because there used to be two of them, but now there's only one. This is the last one. Um, you make your way up here in this Hammer Brother room. Now this Hammer Brother room might look like a nightmare, but literally all you have to do is just like arrow, arrow, go over here, arrow, arrow, avoid this guy, stab sword, and then just arrow this guy when he jumps down. And you'll notice that there's no other door or no pathway to this room. And so instead, I decided to add like a little maintenance section here. Like you'll zoom out and you'll notice that there's a bunch of maintenance going on. Not like they're not like constructing the tower. Like maybe in my mind, I like to think like some of these have like broken off, or maybe they're about to break. Like they're like becoming old, so they need to replace this like bridge thing here. And that's what they're doing. They're like replacing old pieces with new, and they have to, in order to get out there, they have to open the window here. They have to open the window in order to like. Oh yeah, okay, all right, I thought of it. So yeah, they open the window. They lower down this scaffolding. Is that what that's called? I don't know. They open the window. They put the pieces they need, and then they raise it up to plug in this bridge. And they do the same thing here. So you just jump over here, and then I want to add like a little parkour section here, but it's not that hard, but it's a bit it's very scary. And if you fall off, you could just like make your way back up. Like there's no way to soft lock yourself. There's always a way you can make your way back up. Um, but yeah, and yeah, okay, yeah. The reason why I added this. Oh, okay, I remember now. The reason why I added this part here, not just for the parkour, but also for the people who didn't go through the bottom entrance and only went through the top entrance. This is another tutorial on the bombs. So you use the bomb to blow that up, and this is the halfway point. This is the halfway room, and then you have the Turtle Prince here, who you fight. Now, one thing that I want to mention, and this is very important to the lore, is that every boss, it doesn't matter how they die. You can kill them with a sword, with an arrow, which I don't do because it takes too long. You can kill them with bombs, and they usually in the story they die, right? In the story of the Sword in the Tower, this is the only boss where he canonically dies by falling off of the tower. He canonically dies either like he either dies like out here or out here, and after he dies, he gets knocked like off the tower. That is, and this is very important information I want you to keep in mind. He doesn't die like in this room, like story wise. Like yeah, you could kill him in here, but like canonically, he gets knocked off the tower. Um, After of course you stab him 3 times, and yeah, you have this little area here, which again, there's like you don't have to like go over here. This is just like little side content. Actually, okay, this is actually unintentional, but I like to imagine that this is like a punishment for a little extra challenge just in case if you fall off somehow and you have to make your way back up. Um, but oh, for anyway, so yeah, there's the halfway point, and then once you reach this chaos of a room, you'll notice that the music changes to the peaceful theme. I mean that's what's called in the music that in the sound effects department. And this room is just full of both Hammer. So yeah, you'll notice it's Turtle Scavenger, and then Hammer Brother, the Hammer Brother room, and then it's both. It's both Turtle Scavengers and Hammer Brothers. And as you can see, they're doing like more maintenance here. There's like this. There's nothing over here. It's just like big. I don't think. Wait, can you jump in this area? Can you like jump on the Mecha Koopa and then just like jump up there? Maybe. But yeah, there's more windows being opened up, and then you'll notice that not only is this window open up, but they put a little platform here in order to rest the window. Um, and this is supposed to be like a little tease for the turret Mecha Koopas, the red ones. I wanted to put a little tease here for that. And you'll notice that this parkour is a bit tougher than the last one. Again, if you fall off, you can make your way back up. It's no big deal. And as you can see, they put like a little barrier here because they need to replace this piece here. Um, Now this room is different because every boss had a key. I wanted to add an area where you need to collect red key coins. Also, this area I think is very annoying. Not annoying, but like, um, but for the sake of like, oh, you kill this guy, and then this guy just comes down, and there's specifically one streamer, I can't remember who, but like that happened to. Like he killed these two, he got up here, and then this guy just walked down. Okay, so one thing that I need to talk about is specifically this area because there is a YouTuber by the name of Lightgazer who found a way to cheese his way to the final boss. So what he did was he stood here, he created a bomb, and then he jumped and he timed it just right where he threw the bomb, broke the window, and then stole this guy's clown car, and then flew his way to the very top of the tower to kill the Turtle King, which isn't supposed to happen. So what I did was I deleted the level off of Course World, and I edited like barriers here to avoid like when you play the Sword in the Tower, you'll notice that there's barriers here to avoid flying up here, and I specifically call it I officially named it the Light Gazer patch because not only did he find this, but he was also telling other streamers about this strat, and I didn't want that, so I deleted it and then I patched it, like the light gazer patch. Anyway, so there's this room. This boss isn't that hard. It wasn't supposed to be that hard. It's just supposed to be threatening looking, but again, you could just like knock him out of the clown car and then kill him, and that's it. Which is why I added the red keys. And then after that, you make your way up to the Lakitu room. Now, this room is supposed to explain why there are so many Lakitus parachuting down from the sky, and because they're not just falling out of the sky randomly. It's these 5 Lakitus that are going out the window and then just throwing them down, and then they're all just like, there's just one there that's parachuting down. So that's supposed to be like an explanation. And then now there is a cheese strat, which I'm not going to point out now. I'll point out later. But yeah, you kill these Lakitus, and then this elevator comes down. You ride it up, and it's supposed to be disconnected here. This is supposed to be like environmental storytelling. Like if this was connected, then the elevator would go up here, and then it would go up here and into the top. But of course, things can't be that easy. So now you have to navigate this room, which has these turrets and then these electric Mecha Koopas here. This is a tough room, but it's also kind of easy if you be patient. And then there's just this. There's just this room here. I at the beginning of this, I knew I wanted just a death room, just like a just like a what the fuck is this? So yeah, this room is this room is actually very easy. It doesn't look that way, but it is. If you're here, you just run up here, and all you do is just sit here, wait for these things to go past, and all you do is boing, boing, and then if not, then boing, and it's just that easy. And then we make our way to the very, very top of the tower, where now there's these giant, big Mecha Koopas, and then here. Now, okay, if you've seen the trailer, or if you've read the description of the level, you'll notice that the story is that lightning strikes your village, and the lightning is coming from the tower. So this Mecha Koopa is the reason why, like, this Mecha Koopa here wasn't put here as an obstacle. This Mecha Koopa is shooting lightning down from the tower to your village. So yeah, that gives an explanation as to why lightning is getting struck, because this guy is shooting lightning. And then, of course, right here you have the treasure room with the big coins. And then you have the Turtle King in his fire clown car. Now, this boss fight is... I would not recommend using the sword, because you could get fire breathed on. I recommend using the arrows, or lead him down here and then throw bombs at him, or shoot the arrows at the bombs to kill him. And then once you kill him, you get the final key. This door here leads down here, and then this pipe leads you all the way back down here, where if you hit the P switch, right, yeah, a P switch like you're supposed to be over here, and this P switch pops up. And you go down here, and then another P switch. And there are 2 ways to exit the tower. That you can hit the P switch and then shoot an arrow over here and hit that and go out here through the bottom entrance. Or you can hit the P switch and then make your way upstairs and then go through the P doors, which I don't recommend doing. I think it's a lot more dangerous. And then after that, the music becomes sporadic, because, like, holy moly, you made your way out of the tower, get the fart out of here. The level is just about to end, and then there you go, there's the end of the level. So yeah, that is the entire layout. I will be posting this entire layout on my community posts, so that people can download it and look at the layout themselves. But yeah, that is the entire map of the Sword in the Tower, and now we will move on to the actual level of the Sword in the Tower. Again, this is all pre-recorded, and so what I did was I used this footage, and then I spliced together my last attempt together to make it like a seamless transition. Now, this level took me, I think, like only a few hours to beat. It was hard, but it wasn't that hard. Yeah, clear check time, 6 whole minutes. Oh, okay. Mark 21 Sam, he literally streamed this level for like 6 hours. I don't know who Darwin Pup is. Yeah, you got Light Gazer. It's External, which is a streamer. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Don't know. I don't think I know. Don't know. Don't know. Mark 21 Sam. Foxy Sunny and Frog Enough and Paragamer. Nintendo Logan. I don't know who that is. Yeah, Foxy Sunny, who is actually pretty close to, I think, pretty close to beating this level. But before we move on, I just want to say, Mark 21 Sam spent 6 whole hours trying to beat my level, and holy moly, that was insane. Like, he lost his mind by the end. But yeah, this is the Sword in the Tower. Reach the goal as Link. Oh, also, this is technically, oh yeah, you could do this. I don't think I've seen any streamer do this at all. You could just run past that, shoot that guy. Yeah, this is pretty much a speed run, actually, of this level. Not really. I mean, it's not really a speed run. Like, it's a fast way to beat the level. Let's go up here and then just boom, boom, hit that. Yeah. Boom, boom, and boom. Yep. Not even gonna attract the attention of the other flyer. I don't know why I didn't just bounce on his head. But yeah, all you do is that. Just make sure that... I've seen this specific... Okay, that specific Sludge Brother is the most annoying... Because, like, not just to me, but to every other person who's played this. That specific Sludge Brother has caused the death of so many... Oh my god, and he's really annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you lose your sword, you might as well just start the level over again. Yeah, there's no checkpoints. Oh yeah, you can also use your shield. Not many people do that. I'm not sure why, though. I mean, it's really easy. And then there's this room. I tried to take out the hammer, but... Yeah, this area, I think, is pretty tough. Because you don't know... Yeah, that specifically that happening. Because sometimes you can't time just right when a Sludge Brother's about to jump. Or when a Hammer Brother's about to jump down. And I've gotten hit. I don't... Yeah, this area is pretty tough. Yeah. Because, yeah, oh my god, yeah. That was a bit of a risk. That was a cool shot. And there's this area. You can also do that to destroy them. And yeah, I'm not, like, collecting any coins or killing all the enemies, because that was pretty risky. It's also close. Just gotta, yep. Just gotta wait, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I always try to use the bomb on these guys, but just never... I just do that. You just do that. I don't know why I don't just, like, get out of the... Oh, because I want to do that. That's why. God, I know that, like, those spike balls won't hit you, but, like, having them pass over your head is just scary. You don't have to use the arrow to get that one. I just did, just because. And then this is the cheese strat. Watch. I'm not sure if I've seen any streamer do this before. Oh yeah, there's the barriers right there. Yeah, this is all you have to do. Bye! Also bye. That was really close, by the way. And yeah, there you go. That's how you cheese both those rooms. I don't think I've seen any streamer do that before. I could be wrong though. That was also pretty risky. I should have just used the sword to deactivate him and then do that, because I could have missed, and then the hitbox, and it would have hit me, and I would have been really farting angry. Just hit him, yeah, like that. See? See, like that. And then, yep, and then there's this guy here. And there you go. You just saved the village from getting struck by lightning once more. And then, yep. This is me trying to lead him down here so I can throw bombs at him and shoot him easily with the arrow. But you also want to avoid getting hit by the bombs. And also avoid getting hit by the fireball. Like, it's constantly... Oh yeah, that happened. You could just sit down there and then shoot arrows at him, but like, I think it's better to throw the bombs. I think this is a really cool fight. Oh yeah, that was so... Oh, I forgot about that happening. Yeah, that was really... God, imagine if I got hit right there. I would just feel like, oh my god. You just gotta keep shooting. I think this is where he's about to die. And then there you go. You can just ride this up here. You make your way up here. Oh! Okay, so I just want to mention, at the very end of the level, I don't know if my controller didn't die, but it was like not functioning, and I almost got hit at the very end here. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, you'll get infinite P-switches. And then the time was also about to run out. Which I don't think happens. First time I played this. But yeah, you got all the time in the world except once it runs out. And then there you go. And I just have to be very fucking careful during this part. Just get rid of that guy because he's gonna be annoying. And then that guy jumps down. See, watch. This is, I think this is a pokey or something. Like, I run forward, and then, look, it was so close, my controller, like, just, like, stopped working for a minute, but nope, I beat the level, just like that. And yeah, that is The Sword in the Tower. I'm gonna be honest, I think this might be my favorite. This might be my favorite level that I've ever made. Uh, this one has the most detail, the great like level design, story. I think this one might be my favorite. Take a look at the comments real quick. So tough. Be careful. And then, yeah, no. Oh man, yeah, I think this one might be my favorite. And now only 2 clears. 0.11% clear rate. Yeah, only 2 clears out of 1,702 tries. Yeah, so yeah, that is it for this. It's technically a course commentary, I guess. And yeah, I'll see you in the next course commentary. So yeah, bye.